Okay guys, Profam here. I'm gonna be casting a pup. I wanted to look at this game because we have an Alchemist in this game. Alchemist has not been in the meta forever. I mean, he used to be really good in mid. He used to work in safety. He used to work as a support, but for some reasons, well, I kind of do know why. Like they made some changes to the bunch rune. They now spawns every 5 minutes instead of every 2, every even minute. And yeah, the hero himself got buffed, but due to the map change and the games, the changes that have been made to the game itself, I don't think Alchemist was in the meta. The hero is just too weak, and there are just other heroes that just do things better than him most of the time. So, but yeah, this is like literally like in 6 months for the first time I'm seeing Alchemist again. So it's really interesting. I was really interested in casting this game. Everybody was around like Divine 2, Divine 3, so it should be around like 5k MMR, should be a decent game. So let's look at the lineup. Witch Doctor is here, and Alchemist is in the bottom. Looks like they're playing against Bristleback all day. What I like to do when I'm casting is I don't do free camera. It just makes me too busy, and I don't think I'm really good at observing the game. I'm gonna be make this as player perspective, and I'm gonna be moving around. Like, for instance, I'm gonna start with Alchemist, but if something is happening, then I'll change this perspective. Alright, so Venge caught Phoenix. Looks like Phoenix tried to steal the boundary with the Icarus dive, and he failed. I think he's gonna pay for that. Alright, nice score, he's gonna die. So Gyrocopter and Phoenix is top. They may go dual lane, they may even go trial lane top, I have no idea, but it's never a good idea for Bristleback to go solo alpha lane these days, but it works. It works if he knows what to do depending on the lineup. And another reason why Alchemist was not really picked in our game is because he's kind of useless at level 1. He took the Gribble's Greed, and what does he do? So like, you see how like now Witch Doctor is trying to zone out the Bristleback? If this was any other carry, let's say Phantom Lancer was here. Phantom Lancer can at least contribute in zoning out Bristleback even in this situation. He'll just send out his nuke, and that just works. It's not a small thing, it really works. But Alchemist level 1, I feel like this guy is just more useless than Spectre level 1 or Void level 1. He literally offers nothing. Even on level 2 Spectrum, he has stun, but it's really nothing. So this is the reason why he's just too weak at level 1, and that is why nobody wants to play him. So right now we can see that Bristleback, yeah, he did lose a lot of HP from Monolithic, and Witch Doctor did land some good right click, so yeah, he's low. But in this situation, Bristleback should be very happy. He already found level 2, which normally should be really hard for him at this level, but since Radiant Team is not trailing the bottom, he can do this. Okay, let's look at the reasons why they chose to go dual lane top instead of trial laning. Trial lane bottom works in this case. If Witch Doctor and Venge was at the bottom, I am sure they would have zoned up Bristleback forever, and Bristleback will be level 1 still, even now. But if they do this, the entire purpose of running the dual lane is, this may be like not that easy to realize what's going on, but what they're doing here is they're contesting every last hit. So now that in Dota, if you deny the creep, they only get like 20% experience, 25%. That is like really small. It's almost nothing. So as we can see, like Venge just keep trying to deny everything. So that really hurts. That hurts a lot. So Gyrocopter is like sitting down here. He only has 5-3. Alchemist has 12-2. This is because if Bristleback as a solo, yes, he may survive the lane, but he cannot survive the lane and at the same time deny the creeps. He can't do that. Now he's gonna die. So this is exactly why a lot of pro players never go trial lane anymore, but they just go dual lane. They can achieve exactly the same thing, and they won't be splitting down experience in a horrible way when they're trial laning. So it's a lot. So like we see now how like Vengeance keep dying, Magnus just like getting hooked, getting poked by Gyrocopter, Phoenix just nuke. That looks like bad, but if we just look at things more deeply, this is okay. This is entirely okay. The Dire team is now just investing a lot. They're investing 3 of their heroes to fight 2. And look at the lane. The Radiant team is now getting experience because the lane is getting pushed. So there really is nothing to lose in terms of the Radiant team in this lane. And another thing that we can look into this game is because they were investing 3 heroes to the top and only 1 hero at the bottom, they cannot gank OD. they don't really do anything against it. I mean, it doesn't matter. You don't really have to kill him, but if you're running trial lane, this is much easier for this guy to control the lane. He knows that nobody can kill him. He knows that there is no smoking. Because, why? Everybody is in the lane. 3 heroes top, 1 hero bottom. It's so easy. He can only focus in his lane. This is another huge factor. If you run draw lane, it's actually harder. Excuse me. If you run the draw lane, it's much harder for the enemy team to realize like which hero is missing and at what timing the guy should be worried of the smoking. It's harder, just naturally. Alright, Alchemist 22-4. So Bristleback is, yeah, he died once, but he's getting a lot of levels, right? He's level 4, so that's good, but alright, that was unfortunate. But this guy is still suffering, and like I said, he's getting levels, he's getting farm, but he cannot deny the creeps. He cannot do everything by himself. This is why Bristleback also needs another person in the bottom lane. If Pudge was here the entire time, I'm sure they would have done the exact same thing. Bristleback gets the level, Pudge also gets the level, but at the same time they'll be able to contest and deny the loss, which is really important. Really, really important. So Pudge came down here right now, but it was questionable because Gyrocopter by all means he's not a weak laner. Gyrocopter even solo this lane if he knows what to do, and Gyrocopter and Phoenix combine these two, they're not weak laners. So I think in conclusion, Pudge should not have started at the top lane. He just soaked up too much experience and he made Bristleback suffer a lot. Bristleback died like twice, 3 times to Alchemist, and it snowballs. He can snowball from it, right? So let's look at his item choices. He's got Part Red and a Ring of Aquila, and a Quelling Blade to lost it. So look at him go, like he's not even missing any lost it. Can he get this one? 2, 3, lost it? Can he do that? Nope. It's too hard. Yeah, they made some changes to Catapult and it's now a little harder to lost it than it used to be. And another thing that I missed, I think the Raiden team, yeah, they got the Bond Rune. Let's just check. Magnus got it. Yeah, so they all got 4 Bond Runes. This is huge for Alchemist. So right now, Witch Doctor just rotated to the mid, Pudge mid, PL is mid, so some rotation is happening, which is usual, but Venge is still here, Magnus is still here, so they're just doing this exact same thing. They're threatening the Gyrocopter that if you make one mistake, we're gonna kill you. We have Shockwave, we have pretty good nuke, we have pretty good right clicks. But really, above everything all, like, every time you're last hitting, we're not giving you free fall. So Gyrocopter has, how many? 24, Alchemist is 39. Looks like Venge is gonna stack. Oh, that's a triple stack for both camps. That's a lot. It can be given to Magnus or Alchemist. Just either one. I think it should be gone to Alchemist too, so that he can get the radiance faster. Alright. Maledict, stun, very strong. I think Witch Doctor is gonna die. But they sacrifice Bristleback and doing so. It's a win situation to Alchemist. He doesn't really care, well, that hook though. He doesn't really care if Witch Doctor dies or not, and he doesn't really care if Bristleback gets a little bit of fall, a little bit of level. It really doesn't matter. He should be played as if you're playing anti-mage. You know how like if you're playing anti-mage, you don't really care about the lane equilibrium, but all you care about is push the lane fast with Ring of Aquila, and then you go to jungle, do the same thing, come back to the lane. And you're doing that because you're confident that as an anti-mage, you know that you can off-farm anyone, even if you let the enemy off-farm a little bit, it really doesn't matter, right? So that's the sort of mentality that players usually have around 5k MMR, 6k MMR. So, I'm just saying that it's not ideal that you must zone out the enemy carry every single game. Excuse me. As a saving carry, you must zone out the enemy offlaner every single time. Sometimes it is better to push the lane. And Alchemist and Anti-Mage is a great example. Anti-Mage, like I said, he must out-farm it by jungle farming and lane farming at the same time. And if we talk about Alchemist, it also makes sense for him because he can pretty much just push the lane and go to jungle, access spray from the jungle, and if it's the bounty run time, he also want to be pushing the lane, because if he pushes lane, the enemy offlaner cannot really contest the bounty run, so it makes sense for him every 5 minutes. So it gets a little complicated, but that's just how my thinking process go when I'm looking at this game. Looks like this guy is really healthy, like he's getting already getting really close to Radiance. 1.9k gold. He can't even pop his ultimate if he wants to farm faster. That's what I would have told him to do. So Alchemist is just keep pushing almost every lane. Bristleback knows that, so he does not want to drag these creeps to his tower, but he's actually playing really smart. So he's trying to farm the creep waves and the stack temp at the same time, because Bristleback knows that if this camp goes to Alchemist, Alchemist is gonna snowball again. And Vengeance here rotated at the right time. Can they kill Bristleback here? I don't think they can. Bristleback is just level 7, 3 points in Bristleback. Doesn't have a Vanguard, but he has a lot of regen, so they must respect him a little bit more. They don't want to be diving to Bristleback when he is turned around. I still don't think they can kill him. They must get out. Alright. Witch Doctor is gonna die here. Oh, okay. So Alchemist knew that the timer. He was paying attention to the timer. It was hitting minute 10, and he did not want to give up the bounty rune. That is why he stopped contesting them. Well, if Phoenix does not have a dive, he's gonna die. Whoa! Super play by him. This is a really good play. Alchemist knew exactly what was going on. He's gonna get the double bounty rune. So this is huge. Look at the goal he's getting from that. Oh my god. So Alchemist was like, he got 54 lost it at minute 10, which is like, you know, mediocre, right? It just happens to every safe and carry. And look at the goal he's getting. He has Power Thread, he has Ring of Aquila, Magic Wand to stay in the lane, Stout Shield, Quantum Blade, and he has 3.8k gold already. Well, I think Bristleback is gonna die here because Witch Doctor used Maledic on him. Yeah, it's gonna die. Don't really like his item choices. I know that how like Soul Ring is good on him, but in this particular game, I think Bristleback should have gone to either Vanguard, just rush the Vanguard, or rush the Hood of Defiance. That's just better. Soul Ring is for farming and pushing the lane, whereas Vanguard and Hood of Defiance is for being defensive on him and to survive. Okay. Alright. Interesting item choices. Phantom Lancer. Yeah, Gyro's been suffering a lot. He has like, what, 50 lost it? Which is bad for Gyro, right? He should be like staying like around the same as Alchemist, but this is the thing that I don't really like about, like, so if you see this guy, he turned off the Ring of Killer and he's trying to like maintain the lane equilibrium. He doesn't have any intention to push the lane. And what I'm saying is this is wrong. At this time around, you want to shove in the wave. You want to shove in the wave, and you want the enemy to stay, or just you want the enemy to react to your pushing. And how, like, do you see how like Witch Doctor is making a lot of space on the map, and Vengeance is roaming around the map and killing something. They just kill something, right? Yeah, Phoenix just died. Vengeance swap and Phoenix just died. And if you see, and they're not pushing middle, and just look at what this guy's doing. His Aquila is still turned off, and this is like traditional mistake every carry player is making. They don't really know when to push, when to not to push, and it's not even turning on the Ring of Aquila. Guys, this is 5k MMR, but you guys, some of you might be like, say, what the fuck, 5k MMR not even using Ring of Aquila when it's pushing, but this happens a lot. This actually happens a lot. I cannot even remember how many times I yelled at my save and carry through my microphone, turn on your fucking Ring of Aquila when you're pushing, right? This happens more than 50% of my games. I'm not even lying. Just trust me. So all these small things is not still, they are not doing perfect. They're not, all these basic mistakes are still happening in 5k bracket. So you just gotta know that how everybody's so bad. That's all I want you guys to know. Let's go back to Phantom Lancer. I don't understand his item build. Why is he getting this? Is he trying to get Vanguard? Oh, he's going for Hood of Defiance. Alright. Alright, first of all, I don't think Phantom Lancer should have skipped the Ring of Akula. You never do that as Phantom Lancer, just never. I don't, unless you have a plan to rush Batter Free, you just never do that. Okay. Oh, so Phoenix is there, Pudge is there, OD just juked them, and they're now, the Radiant team is now going for tier 1 tower. Yeah, Pudge is still there. Phoenix is TPing him. I think Pudge was still here. Yeah, Pudge, Jarvis here, Pudge is right there. They just caught, oh my god, what a fucking initiation by this stuff there. RP has been used. Phoenix didn't use ultimate. Pudge is gonna kill him, but both of them are gonna die. Double kill by OD. French TP to middle right away to defend it. Meanwhile, Bruce back was now pushing bottom tower, but look at his item. I mean, I get it that like this guy got the levels and okay farming, but this is not a good game for Bruce back. If this happens, he died like 5 times in the lane, and he doesn't even have that many items. Considering how much space he had, he really doesn't. And let's look at Alchemist. He has Radiance and he has Yasha, and is now getting close to the Manta style. So this is happening mostly because the Radiant team got the Bounty Rune at minute 5 and minute 10. I think at minute 5 they got all of the 4 Bounty Runes, and at minute 10 they got like at least 2. I saw Alchemist taking his own Bounty Rune at the bottom lane. I'm not even sure what happened in the top lane, but they at least secured 2 Bounty Runes, and he's gonna get the Bounty Rune again. Bounty Rune to Alchemist. He's gonna get the 2 again. Look at the gold he's getting. 2k to 2.3k. 300 gold each for each Bounty Rune. That's crazy. It's really crazy. He suddenly has 2.9k gold. Okay, so I think what happens is, even if your allies pick up the Bounty Rune, Alchemist will still get bonus gold from it. Alchemist now has 3.2k gold. Like 10 seconds ago, he had 2k gold, and now he's 3.3k gold. This is kind of insane. I remember that they made some changes to the passive, the Grievous Greed, and this is huge. He's getting a lot of gold from the Bounty Rune. He's gonna find the kill again. Okay, so he has a Manta now. Minute 16. Yes, Manta style. Radiant's portrait. Okay. So I think if your team, even in your pub games, if you know, if your supports are aware of what's going on in the map and how important it is to secure the Bounty Rune when Alchemist is in your team, he will work. He is still a pop stomper. I'm not sure why we're not picking Alchemist anymore. This guy's really strong. But what doesn't change about him is he is still really bad at level 1 Spectrum, at level 2, so he can be executed if enemy team knows what they're doing. So that's what Dota is about, right? If you know what you're doing, whichever hero you're using, like it will turn out great. Pudge is already typing end. Alright. He got Manta style, he got Blink Dagger, he again has 1.7k gold from, I don't even know where he got this gold from. Let's look at Phantom Lancer. He even looks, okay, so I was looking at this guy, right? I was looking at this guy's item build, and I just clicked on Phantom Lancer, and it felt like this guy was playing a support Phantom Lancer. It's relatively level 12, no item. Level 15, it's already 6 slotted. Swap by bench. Follow up stone is gonna die. Oh, Jesus Lord. Please report the BB. Yeah, like Phoenix, you did anything, right? Just stop. Like you did anything in this game.
is under attack.
Yeah, what I didn't really like about Phantom Lancer is starting build. Not even sure why he needed to get
Is under attack.
Ring of Health, and so he wanted to get Hood of Defiance, and now he's changed his mind and he's now going for the Diffusal Blade. But I think this build is wrong, right? I think this build is wrong because if you're playing Phantom Lancer mid, you need Ring of Akula, and maybe you can go bottle, maybe if you're just a fan of bottle, and why not, right? But your core, excuse me, your core item should be a Diffusal Blade, no matter what. Oh, big ultimate by Phoenix. I mean, Witchy Doctor is here, but Illusion is now tanking. He's gonna die as well. Okay, that was pretty big kill. They got the triple kill. Yeah, but this guy's a problem. He still does not have a he's not even getting close to the Diffusal Blade. I mean, now he's getting close to it because he got the kills, but this item build is just wrong. Just wrong. I think I don't want to recommend this item build anymore when you're playing Phantom Lancer mid. Alright. Oh, crazy micro by Phantom Lancer. He was trying to juke them. Okay. Oh, this guy's super press already. Wow. Not a fan of Orbital Venom anymore. If you're a range hero, they got nerfed. They nerfed it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alchemist being extremely aggressive, making space to everyone in his team. So what Alchemist is doing right now is he knows that unless the enemy team makes a pushing mistake, or unless he catches someone like Phoenix with no dive, he really cannot kill anyone. But actually, you know what? He can. Actually, he can kill anybody. With this item, with this level, he can kill anybody. Well, if let's say he did not have let's say he had Yasha and no sword booster, then it is still questionable that with one combination, stun, blink, acid spray, little right click, the enemy team might survive. Everyone in this game might survive, but with this item, he has Manta Cell and Octarian Core, he's gonna kill everyone. It's one combo, one shot. Yeah, like Alchemist cares about this. Yeah. Ooh. Missed up right there. Genji didn't die? Oh, saved by OD. Oh my god, big stun by Alchemist. Alright. Hey. Oh my lord. That's a big... Okay, so that RP was great, but that stun was even greater by Alchemist. And I really like that about OD saving bench. With this, what is it called? Yeah, the Astral Imprisonment. And I don't understand why the enemy team is just flaming and flaming the shit out of Bristleback every single time, every single minute. I don't, yeah. I guess this is why, this is how South CCA server is working. But yeah, Bristleback played bad, yes I get it, but what about Phantom Lancer? What about Phantom Lancer? He even played worse. I don't understand his item build. Alchemist is here. Well, they're gonna kill. Alchemist is here. He can kill Phoenix. What talent is you picking? Oh.
I was just getting started.
So with the talent, Alchemist stun has only 6 seconds cooldown, which practically means infinite stun, right?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
400 damage and with 4 seconds stun. Okay, so at level 10 I think you should almost always go for the left talent. At level 15 it can work either way, but yeah, 50 damage is a lot, but 50 plus 400 health is also a lot. It's a lot. Level 20, it can go either way I think. If you're going for the right clicking Alchemist, you should go for plus 30% cleave. But other than that, plus 400 damage to his stun. Plus 400 damage. So max damage is now 800. How is this balanced? Alright, so I think what Iceberg is trying to say is Alchemist is nearly like I said, useless at level 1 spectrum, and then even in the early game, he's kind of useless. But if you happen to make him as level and happen to survive at level 20, you should have something really good. Considering how shit your early game was, you should be godlike at level 20. This is too much. 800 damage. It's not even a single target. It's small AoE, and the damage type is physical. How is this? Well, yeah, physical. Well, if it was magical, it doesn't make sense. But what physical does is it scales well as the game goes on, as the game goes on late game, and given that someone in your team has Solar Cross, Dazzle Letter, AC, the skill scales even better in late game. So physical damage, yes, it's bad, but at the same time it can be good in late game, and depending on your lineup. Oh my god. So this guy, I think if he happens to level 25, I think he will also go for plus 30 chemical rage regeneration, given that how just from the decision that he's making, he's trying to be really tanky. Okay, so level 25, he's already 6 slotted. So I think at this point, if the game did not was not finished, what Alchemist could do at this point is start making Aghanim Scepter to your team and give it to someone like Witch Doctor. If you give Aghanim to Witch Doctor, he suddenly becomes a carry, right? Yeah, guys, I like Alchemist. I think this guy is really strong. So I get it how like enemy's team, they did not like their Bristleback and just flamed him so much because Bristleback was feeding and he died and he didn't do anything with poor BB, but not really, right? What else can BB do in solo outfighting situation? He can't really do anything. I think the lowest impact in this game was Phantom Lancer. That guy was just useless, and then Gyrocopter, and Pudge for not making the right rotation at the right time, and Phoenix for flaming. Okay guys, that was it. That was the game. Look at the damage he's doing. Wow. GPM 1.1 1000 GPM. I've never seen this. Never. The first time ever I'm seeing this high GPM. Yeah, he carried the game. Okay, guys, that was it. That was the game. I'm not gonna be talking too much, but I enjoyed watching this game. Thank you for watching, guys. Goodbye.